Good morning and welcome to Torah Moments. And here I am. I'm in Homer, Alaska right now. I tried to do some programs on the on the ship, but the internet wouldn't take it. So here's my first one. I do have a couple I've recorded that will send along a little later. But things are well. Alaska is beautiful. It just makes me remember how big God really is and how much he really is quite a craftsman and an artist. Now I saw a glacier that's 76 miles long. Just imagine for a moment what that really means. 76 miles long, okay, roughly 700 feet thick from the bottom to the top. Incredible. And I saw whales and porpoises, and I caught some salmon, which I sent some back home, and some halibut, which was too expensive to send back home. And let's see what else to catch. Some cod and rockfish, once again, too expensive to send back home. But the big catch of the day was my daughter Tanya's catch. She outnumbered us, okay, on the halibut and all the others, 7, and I got 5. And Scott, how many did you get? How many did Scott get? He got 4 or 5 also. But it was a good day fishing. But I tell you, the real big deal is just seeing how big the world is. In many ways, it looks like the mountains of Colorado, except it's not Colorado. And the mountains here average around 4,000 to 6,000 feet until you get to the interior. Now we're talking 14,000 foot mountains again. And currently we're traveling through an area where there are five active volcanoes. And so it's kind of exciting. It really is. And no, none of them have blown up in the last couple of years, except for the one down south, which blew last year. But they're getting readings that one here is getting active more than usual. Now, what's all this got to do with Torah Moments? It really is a simple case of just how big God is. We live in our little cocoons so much we forget that there's an outside world. We get up, we go to work, we might do prayers, whatever, go home, eat some dinner, go to bed, get up, the same routine over and over and over. And guess what? That routine has a tendency to shrink God. At least shrink my understanding of Him. How big is your world? How much are you exposing yourself to? Okay. I listen to the news, and Russia and Ukraine seem so far away, but they're not. I find it most interesting, in all reality, that even I've talked about how big God is multiple times, because multiple times He gives me a reminder. It just blows you away. So, my big message to you today is, don't let your world shrink. He's the God, the Lord of all the world. And actually, our prayer book says worlds, plural. That's opened up a whole can of worms for new conversation. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and give you your blessings. Remind you that we're returning on September 4th, the whole new format for Wake Up. We're going to be talking more and more about the news and the Bible that drives the news. Does the Bible really drive the news? Or does God just know what's going to happen? We'll find out. Okay? So that's going to be on September 4th. I'm looking forward to doing our new program, our new opening. And so I'm going to go ahead and give you your blessing. But before I do, hit the buttons. Okay? Share, follow, like, donate. And this will help us keep going. And I've also reminded myself I got to make the phone call to our IT guy down in Florida and see about getting the other platforms going. So right now, here's your blessing. May the Lord bless you and keep you and cause his face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious unto you and lift up his countenance to you and may give you peace. Amen. Of course, amen. And maybe I'll even try to get some pictures up on my next program, which theoretically should be tomorrow. I'm staying in the same hotel. All right. I tried to show you some sights out the window, by the way, but it was so bright, it just caused my screen to go white. So anyway, may God bless you and keep you, and by his good grace, we'll see you tomorrow.